Hi, welcome to Simply Current Affairs. So before going into today's editorial discussion, let's first finish the feedback for the question given in the last video. Friends, if you are watching this video series for the first time, then please watch the introductory video given in the playlist to know how to participate in this answer writing program. The initiative is open to all. Friends, I'm coming up with Current Affairs exclusive course 75 cross 75 and Economy full course targeting prelims 2026. For more information, if you are interested, you can click the link given in the description. I see a lot of people consistently writing answers as a part of this initiative, but only the top 20 we are evaluating. So some of you might be feeling dejected. But whenever we get time, we are also giving the comments of those who are sincerely writing. Okay, despite of not coming in the top 20, who are very sincere, we are giving personal comments as well. So we are taking this into consideration. So how to accommodate the interest of sincere candidates. So we are thinking about it from next week. By next week, we will arrive at a plan and we will share it with you. Okay, so that everyone's interest is taken care. And one more announcement, friends. On account of Puja holidays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you will not have editorial discussion. The next editorial discussion will be on Monday. But however, you will be having economics explained video. I will be sharing that this Saturday. And from tomorrow, we are starting with our next most sought after initiative, that is Current Affairs Hit List series. So Current Affairs Hit List series, I will be sharing it. And economy explained video also will be shared. Only editorial discussion will be paused for next 3 days. We will start that from Monday. Right. So the question which I gave in the last video is, India's northeastern region, despite its strategic location, contributes a minuscule share to national exports. Examine the structural reasons for this economic marginalization and suggest interventions to unlock the region's trade potential. Most of you have written good answers. Okay, so for the introduction part, this point only you can explain with a fact. You can say that though the northeastern states share 5,400 plus kilometers of international boundary, however, it contributes only 0.13% of total exports of the country. That itself explains the first statement. So this is because of a lot of structural reasons. I mean, this economic marginalization is because of various structural reasons which are listed below. And you can highlight to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what are the reasons. Okay, and suggest intervention. So what can be done to unlock the true potential of Northeast? Then give the conclusion. Then you have to give the conclusion. Okay, so this is the structure of the question. So, structure of the answer for this question. So, we have taken the answer of Subhashri. Okay. So, Subhashri, you have written well. There are few comments which I have observed, which I will share. So, introduction is neat. India's northeastern region comprising 8 states, despite the strategic location, they contribute only 0.13% of national export, revealing structural economic marginalization. Great. Now, you have given a subheading which mentions structural reasons, right? Try to include this economic marginalization also here. Sometimes, I'm telling you, see, you have given the lead in the introduction, no doubt, but when you are putting a separate subheading, either revealing structural marginalization which follows, that can be your style, or you expand the structural reasons which causes economic marginalization. Okay, so that is one thing. Not a big deal, but it makes a small difference. So another point is, see, you are giving arrow mark, which I was not able to understand. Okay, so instead what we can simply do is poor connectivity, put a box and put a semicolon. Okay, only arrow mark means I was trying to think that instead of filling some words, you are trying to give some directions. Okay, so instead you can put this box and semicolon, that will make sense, right? Your content is good, no second thought, content is good. Okay, poor connectivity, infrastructure, just imagine if you're putting, see the evaluators, the actual evaluators, they maximum, so I got a chance to discuss with some of the evaluators, the maximum time they devote for evaluating a paper is not more than 20 minutes put together, I am saying. That means per question maximum a minute. Okay, and also they have other procedures to be followed after finishing the evaluation. So practically for a question, even a minute will not be available. So make the evaluator's task more easier. Okay, so put boxes that makes a lot of difference. Policy neglect, okay, security issues, required key interventions. So accelerate the ongoing multimodal projects, simplification of trade procedure, integration of Northeast with key institutions, promotion of exports. Unlocking NEP trade potential will not only provide gateway to Southeast Asia but also align with Viksit Bharat. This conclusion I am not comfortable with. For the simple reason, the question, the focus is not just about Southeast Asia. The question is about economic marginalization. Because of structural challenges, there are economic marginalization. So don't try, see, with the question, if the question has something related to Southeast Asia, ASEAN, then finishing it with such narrative is fine. But here, so how can we control? Let us say, depending on 4 coastal states for exports for a country like India is not going to provide a decentralized growth. So to achieve a develop the economy, what we need is an inclusive growth for which we cannot afford to neglect Northeast. Something like that, your choice. If you ask me tomorrow, I'll give a different conclusion. Okay, so that is the thing about your answer. So now we will move on to today's agenda. So we have taken an editorial topic from the Hindu. The topic deals with artificial intelligence and Engel's pause. So what is this Engel's pause? I will explain. See, Geoffrey Hinton, who is considered as the godfather of artificial intelligence, recently he said that artificial intelligence can maximize the gains for few people and it likely to make most poorer. This was the sentence given by the godfather of artificial intelligence. So this concern makes us to think, are we entering into a modern Engel's pause? So what is this Engel's pause? First of all, who is Engel? Engel is an economist, a statistician. So this Engel's pause was not defined by Engels. Okay, just to celebrate him, Engel name was used to define this economic concept. So let me explain Engel pause. Very simple. Engel's pause refers to a time period in 19th century Britain where the industrial productivity was very high, industrial output was very high, industrial profit was very high, but yet the wages, the standard of living of the laborers was stagnated. One side industries are making huge gains, but the laborers, their wages, their standard of living was stagnated. This time period is referred as Engel's pause. See, this Engel's pause is a temporary phenomena. It is not a permanent phenomena. So 19th century Britain initially had this problem, but later the benefits were getting distributed. Okay, that is why it is referred as Engel's pause. So the article discusses, are we entering into a new age Engel's pause because of artificial intelligence? See, artificial intelligence is a GPT. Don't compare this GPT with Chat GPT. Okay, Chat GPT, it is generative, pre-trained transformer. But here AI is a GPT, means generalized purpose technology. So examples for generalized purpose technology are electricity, steam power, internet. So GPT, that is generalized purpose technology, is an economic technological concept which has the capacity to radically transform the economy as well as society. Such technologies are called as GPT. AI is definitely a GPT, no doubt. AI can radically transform the society. Historically speaking, these generalized purpose technologies were giving gains for the firms, for the business entities. Very few were cornering huge amount of wealth. So it took a long time for the benefits to be extended for the broader society. So the point is, historically, these GPTs, they were giving benefit for the business firms, for the capitalists. It took some time or even long time for the benefits to be shared by the common people. So AI is also a GPT. So as the godfather of AI said, this GPT, this AI is going to benefit some a lot, and it is going to likely keep most of them poorer. That is why there's a question, are we entering into a new age, Engel's pause? So now the question comes, are we seeing any markers? Are we seeing any signs for Engel's pause? So you yourself think, I'll list out a point. You apply these points in the society. If this is happening, then we can say we are entering into the pause. What is that? Job loss. Number one, job loss. So because of artificial intelligence, particularly in the software technologies part, we are able to see a job loss. We are able to see job loss. So that is one marker. Second point, even if there is no job loss, there is wage stagnation. There will be wage stagnation. You just think around you. Now, because of artificial intelligence, do you think that the wages got increased? Because of artificial intelligence, the company's productivity has increased. The company's profit has got increased. But do you think that the wages got increased? No, either layoff is happening or wage stagnation is happening. Right? Apart from this, in order to keep yourself relevant in this artificial intelligence market, the laborers, they have to upgrade their skills. So they have to join some skill training program, and this is going to cost them extra. See, in the 19th century Britain, after the intervention of various generalized purpose technologies, the company's productivity, their profit was increased, but the people were not getting benefited. Right, and there was a lot of inflation, there was a lot of taxes. So the laborers were not having an improvement in the standard of living because there was inflation. Their meaningful income did not increase. So even today, because of artificial intelligence, okay, companies are making more profit, their productivity has increased, but our wages are stagnated. Along with this, I have to stay relevant in this industry. I have to equip myself with new age skills, and that is going to result in extra money, extra out-of-pocket expenditure. So my standard of living is not improving. Rather, I am spending more only to keep myself relevant. Right. Apart from that, these GPTs, the gains will not be evenly distributed between the countries. Think about the Industrial Revolution, Europe. Not all the countries are getting benefited. Handful of countries are getting benefited. So even now, according to PricewaterhouseCoopers, and one of the biggest accounting firms in the world, which they have said that this artificial intelligence is going to add almost $15 trillion to the global GDP. But however, this advantage will be largely cornered by USA, China, and some few countries. Right? So the point is, globally also you will have unequal distribution of gains out of artificial intelligence. So now what we should do, what we have to do, how to address this problem. See, we saw the problems above. That problems has to be addressed. See, number one, we have to, the government has to come up with large scale skill development programs. Okay, we cannot put the cost on the laborers to upgrade their skills. So either the firms should come forward, government should come forward. Maybe we can use the CSR funds for coming up with large scale upskilling of this AI tools. Okay, so this is something which we have to do. And number two, what government can do, as we are able to see, there will be uneven distribution of gains in the initial years. So put higher taxes, come up with a new tax, put robot tax, put artificial intelligence tax. Now government can use these tax for distribution of wealth to the needy people. Government can also consider coming up with universal basic income for those people who suffer because of the intervention of artificial intelligence. Universal basic income, we will discuss about that in detail later. As of now, if you are new to this concept, imagine government gives an income for everyone, universally, some basic income for everyone. Okay, so government gives this income, but government will give the money to you and government will not provide certain services. Rather, government gives money directly to you and you can use that money as per your needs. We will discuss about UBI separately. So the article says that upskilling is important. Government should come forward for coming up with large scale upskilling programs. Number 2, we can come up with new taxes. Number 3, universal basic income can be introduced, right? And number 4, we have to come up with complementary innovations. Okay, so just innovations helping the bigger firms alone is not going to be helpful. We have to come up with complementary innovations which can support small firms also to get benefit because of artificial intelligence. The author also says that we have to make AI as a public good, not just AI, the computing technologies, the data is collected, the open AI, everything should be made as public good so that everyone is able to use it without any discrimination. When everyone is able to use it and every small firm is able to use it, then we can ensure that the benefits are more broad based. Okay, if we are not addressing this, then artificial intelligence can deepen the inequality. History has shown that such productivity revolutions can make or can leave the society unequal, can leave the society unstable also. So here where the government, the private, innovations, governance, political will, everything should come together and should ensure that this Engel pause time period is reduced or it is removed. See, Engel pause is not a permanent one, it is a temporary pause. But what is the duration of that temporary? Whether it is going to be for decades or whether it is going to be only for a few years, or is there any way where we can altogether remove that pause? All this can happen only when the political will, governance, innovation, institutional reforms, right? Even the private players' participation, all the stakeholders should come together and address this problem. Only then we can do away with this Engel's pause, or else we will fall into the trap of inequality. Right friends, I hope you got clarity on this topic. Interesting, right? Engel's pause. Use this while writing your mains answers. So now, based on our discussion, I'll give you a question. History shows that productivity revolutions can leave societies unequal and unstable without proactive reforms. Discuss the statement in the context of artificial intelligence. 10-marker question. Alright, now after this question at the first instance might look challenging, but after listening to our discussion, this question is going to be very easy to tackle. Okay, so submit the answer for this question before 9 a.m. tomorrow by emailing me in PDF format at upscwithgunasir@gmail.com, and kindly share in the comment section that you have sent an email. Okay, and also please share your feedback about all our initiative. And as I said, tomorrow we will be starting with our hit list series. So you have an interesting topic tomorrow. So I will see you in that video. Till then, bye. Take care from Guna Mathivanan.